What prompted you to write the book Fundamental Weight Training?
I was prompted to write the book Fundamentals of Weight Training because there was a need to really teach people how to do basic exercises in the weight room so that they'd feel comfortable going into the weight room. It's very intimidating for a lot of people who have never exercised before and done resistance training. So one of the things that we feature in the Fundamentals of Weight Training is basic movements and simple, easy to follow exercises that will help with a general strength training program. And basically everybody needs it. There's not a person on the planet that shouldn't really be doing some form of resistance training.
Tell us about your personal and professional experience in weight training.
My personal and professional experience in weight training has been vast. I've been involved in weight training for over 20 years. I was a former competitive powerlifter where I performed the bench press, the squat, and the deadlift exercises. And also I've been a professional strength and conditioning coach at many different levels. So I've had a lot of weight training experience and really feel like weight training has become it's just one of the big parts of my life. It's just something I've been involved with for so many years.
If someone doesn't belong to a gym, what are 3 exercises they can do at home with strength bands?
If someone doesn't belong to a gym, there's several exercises they can do at home. 3 real easy exercises use your body weight or strength bands. The most important would be something that works the lower body, so something like a squat, where you just stand in place, squat down, stand back up. Helps work all of the lower body musculature. Something like a push-up is a great upper body exercise and it can be modified. So if you can't do a full push-up, you can do a push-up off your knees to take some of that weight off of your upper body, so to speak, and allows you to get out some push-ups. And then some kind of a pulling exercise would be the third choice of exercise that I would add. And that would be something where you can wrap a tube around a pole and perform rows. Action where your body is pulling the bands back towards you will give the upper back some exercise. So the upper back and arms, chest and arms, and all the lower body, those 3 exercises will get you started.
When starting a weight training program, what are some basic guidelines beginners should follow?
When starting a resistance training program, there are a few basic guidelines that beginners should follow. Most importantly is to use proper technique, proper form when doing every exercise. Use full range of motion so that you really get the muscle work properly, and that will teach you how to effectively do the exercises so that when you are ready to increase weight, you avoid injury. Generally, you want to look for about 10 to 12 repetitions for a basic starting point. You want to try to choose exercises that complement the whole entire body. So don't work one part of the body without working the other part of the body. And by following those simple guidelines, you're well on your way to getting a great resistance training program.
What are the top 3 exercises for strengthening the upper body?
Okay, my top 3 exercises for strengthening the upper body: bench press for sure. A real solid pushing activity. You got the barbell across your chest, driving hard, straight off your chest. Bench press is by far the #1 best upper body exercise. I'd also perform a dip, a full body weight exercise where you drop all the way down, you fully extend your arms on the way up. Again, a driving kind of motion similar to the bench press, works a few different muscles, and it's a great overall push exercise. And my third choice for upper body exercise would be some kind of a row. I prefer a barbell type row where you're bent over, you're really getting your upper back to pull through the range of motion. That allows your whole upper back to get involved as well as your arms. Those 3 exercises combined together will really get your upper body going long.
How does stretching help with injury prevention? And what are some of the best stretches?
Stretching is really important for injury prevention. While we're not exactly sure how stretching reduces injuries, we know that someone who is more flexible generally has a reduction in injuries. You want to use a full body stretching program so that you get your legs all the way up through your upper body well stretched. We know that if you have that flexibility, you reduce the likelihood of having muscle strains, muscle sprains, injuries that are what we call soft tissue injuries. That means because of tight muscle tissue, your body doesn't move as effectively, and that's where an injury can occur. Stretching allows you to loosen everything up, allows you to also just feels good, but it really will help in the long run with reducing injuries if you do a regular stretching program.
What is the best strength training program for gaining upper body strength?
The best strength training program for gaining upper body strength is the one that suits you best. And that's why in Fundamentals of Weight Training, we have several different programs to help you choose what works best for you. Since everybody on this planet is a little different, there is no one perfect way to train, and there's no one perfect program. The perfect program is the one that you follow, that gets you really doing everything, that allows your body to really get engaged, and one that you enjoy doing. And then you'll see the efforts of the hard work that you're doing.